Welcome back to Our Issues Birmingham. I'm Tommy Spina with Bruce Ayers. We're talking about entertainment, but we're gonna specifically talk about the development of the music entertainment scene, not just in Birmingham, but Tuscaloosa and Auburn and
the whole area, really. Yeah. You know, back then in the
he's talking 70s, early 70s.
Early 70s. You know, back then, you know, there was local bands, and you know, and like you mentioned earlier, if you wanted to go see a big show, you know, you were going to go to Atlanta or somewhere. And I think the most important phone call, as far as entertainment is concerned, for this area, was a phone call made by your good friend and my good friend, Michael Trucks and Garry Weinberger. They were at the University of Alabama. They wanted to put on a big show, and they looked for the very best concert promoters in the country. And that was Rufino Vaughn, and they were in New York City. And they said, what the heck, let's just try and give them a call, maybe something will happen. They weren't really expecting much. Well, they got Tony Rufino on the phone.
And I get chill bumps just at the mention of his name.
He's the godfather of entertainment in this area. Everybody owes a whole lot to Tony. Well, anyway, they made the call, and Tony brought a show to Alabama, University of Alabama. And that was the start of a wonderful relationship for the Rufino family, Garry Weinberger, Michael Trucks, and all that whole group of wonderful people that are bringing all these concerts.
And they were Rufino Vaughn then.
Right.
Then they morphed into New Era.
Right.
And now they're Red Mountain Entertainment.
Well, and let me just tell you the impact of that. You know, this is Birmingham. We're not Detroit. We're not Atlanta. Basically, in the world of entertainment, we're a small town. We had the Rolling Stones. You know how big of a deal that was?
In 1972, I think.
The one I remember, probably the best concert I ever went to was Steel Wheels at Legion Field. It was awesome. And then Pink Floyd. And
I remember it.
And because of that, they put us on the map. Because in entertainment, what happens is these acts and these promoters, they want to work with somebody who knows what they're doing, that is professional, that, you know, has character. They want to deal with people they know that's going to get the job done. And with Tony, they had that because he had the history. Then you back it up with Michael and Garry and their whole group. They felt comfortable coming. They made money in Birmingham. And it was probably, like I said, the most important phone call because we got all those things.
And leading up to that, we had things like the WVOK Shower of Stars.
Right.
Where you'd have the Beach Boys who were being fronted by a band like the Rolling Stones.
Right.
I think if my memory serves me. But that would have been even in the 60s when that was going on.
But then as they went on,
they'd all come out and do like 2 songs or 3 songs.
As they went on, they had the vision to build the amphitheater. You know, it was
Tony and Garry and Michael.
Tony and Garry and Michael's vision to build. We wouldn't have had an amphitheater. You know, we might have had one later, but when they ran it, when they had it, and I'm not saying it was perfect. They did such a good job with that, and
it's state of the art kind of stuff back there.
You know, and
behind the stage.
Let me say this about Tony. For me personally, you know, I went through some, you know, buying out partners and stuff. And, you know, Tony was the guy who advised me. Mm-hmm. You know, he's like, come here.
He was the godfather.
You know, he was the godfather to me and so many people. And he was a great guy, a great character, a great dad, a great friend. And probably the most important entertainment person that was in Birmingham.
Yeah. And he's passed that on to his son, Johnny, who's working now with Garry and Michael. They work together. And so his legacy is still there.
Yeah.
And that's a good feeling.
Yeah, quite a guy. And so anyway.
And now what do we got? What I'm seeing now that's I like a lot better, because I'm older like you, are the smaller venues, a little higher ticket price, but the 3,000 seat venues, maybe that's just for the old time rockers, the classic.
Yeah, but I think the the workplace.
Iron City.
Iron City is an awesome venue, and
Workplay is a fantastic place as well.
Workplay, and the people that own that are local. They're good people. I encourage you to support live entertainment. I mean,
We have Saturn now. I haven't been over there yet.
Saturn is there.
That's in Avondale.
And all the places on 2nd Avenue. So we have great entertainment, music options. I'll get into the comedy stuff later, but my brothers in the music, they do a great job. And you just think of some of the shows. How about Blake
Shelton?
Blake Shelton showing up in Iron City? How cool was that?
Yeah.
I mean, so those are the type of things that are exciting that they have.
And Red Mountain helps make all that stuff happen.
Yeah, they book it all, and
book it there.
it's a great group, and we're lucky to have them.
You were talking about the smaller venue being the spot. One person who in this town I think deserves more credit than he gets as far as music goes, even on a national level, is Ona Watson. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves, so I'm giving it to you now, Ona.
No,
you're a special person.
I was on the phone with Ona. I got to tell you, 30 minutes before I sat down. And no, Ona's an incredible guy. He's an incredible artist. He creates an atmosphere. The atmosphere he's had in every club, and I got some ideas for him to try to get a new thing going.
He's working on that.
But
I hope he gets
we got
it.
some great artists. We've had some great local bands. Mark Phillips and Hotel through all those years. Buddy Causey.
They're still out
through
there.
all those years. There's lots of people that are still out there. So we've had some great entertainment from right here in Birmingham.
Hang on, we're going to be right back. Don't leave me. We got some more stuff to talk about.
All right.
This is Our Issues Birmingham. Don't go away.